What's going on, folks? Welcome back. Steelers Rewind here. Second day of Steelers mandatory minicamp. And let's talk about it. Big news of the day. DK Metcalf talked. I guess big news of the day. There wasn't a ton of urgent news, but DK Metcalf talked. He's really excited to play with Aaron Rodgers. Said he just learned how cerebral and locked in and the unique cadences and hand signals during that workout they had in April. DK actually reached out to Aaron to set that one up. And they both obviously train in Los Angeles, Aaron in Malibu, and DK more in the actual metro Los Angeles area. He trains at UCLA. And so that was something that came together very quickly. He's excited to play next to Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin was decidedly declared the wide receiver 2 by Zach Azzani today, with Steelers wide receivers coach, who said he is coming along really well. He can do so many different things for the offense. And so that's another interesting thing that I thought. Calvin Austin third, wide receiver 2 right now. You know, there's been some rumors around the corner position, Jalen Ramsey and Jair Alexander. So talked a little bit to Darius Slay today. Would a move to the slot be possible for him at age 34? He said, listen, I'm able to do whatever they want me to do, but I don't think it's been discussed. I don't think it's very likely for me to move to the slot. So that's something interesting to think about. Because if one of those guys comes in and is going to be an outside guy, Slay would have to bump in. Or one of those guys would have to play slot a significant amount. So we'll see. Jair's done it early in his career. Jalen Ramsey has done it too. He's played that star role at different points. But just thought that was an interesting note to kind of add into there. Darnell Washington and Will Howard had a really good connection today in the 2-minute period. In fact, Will Howard hit Darnell Washington on a touchdown to end that period. It was a really nice throw by Will Howard to get it up to Darnell Washington and get that touchdown. So very impressive play there. Broderick Jones moving back to left tackle, officially starting to work on that. He says it's going to take him a few more days to try and get comfortable there because he's been on the right side the first 2 years of his career, but he's feeling more and more comfortable the more he plays there, and he thinks that that's more of his natural spot. He's really happy to be back at left tackle, and Pat Meyer said the consistency is going to be really important with Broderick Jones. The light needs to go on this year for him. That's going to be important. Talked with Eddie Faulkner today, who said really few things about Caleb Johnson. One, he has the right disposition to improve his pass pro. That was something they ID'd very early that he had to improve upon. It's technique, it's his hips, but he thinks there's a willingness there and there's incredible detail to how Caleb Johnson approaches his work. So they fully expect that to happen. I also talked to him about Jalen Warren and kind of how they see that working out. And he said, listen, I think Jalen's so talented. He has a chip on his shoulder still. He feels like an underdog. He still practices the same way he did when he was a UDFA. And he is so talented. So we'll see how that kind of goes about. But, man, they're very high on Jalen. They're very high on Caleb Johnson. So, folks, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell for more. Thanks for watching, everybody.